So team metaphor for growth and profit organization is the only one I would use. Now you can argue that, but if you've ever worked in an environment with a family metaphor, there's problems. One, how do you deal with discipline issues with a family? How do you deal with disparity in pay when you want to pay for performance with the family? How do you combat the patriarchal matriarchal thing that happens with the family? When you go with a team, everybody has a common goal. Everybody's pulling in the same direction. What's nice about the team metaphor, and this gets back to the 10X, when you're using a team metaphor and you're embodying the principles, when I'll be talking about with dynamic leadership, flexibility, adaptability, etc., consistency, discipline, commitment, the difference between your business with a team metaphor and a sports team with the team metaphor is that the sports team has an opponent that's trying to stop every play. This is why they have practice during the week. This is why they get together. This is why they have simple plays that everybody knows, and they have audibles, and because they want to be able to adapt and adjust when the opponent does something different. In business, what happens is because there's no opponent, it can become boring, right? Especially when you look at, in response to VUCA, we have consistency, simplicity, disciplined actions. It can become boring and we start trying to do other things. Or in the bureaucratic environment, we create our own opponents inside. Same with the political environment. We create our own opponents. And we don't do it intentionally. It just happens. And this is why it's so important to know who you're hiring as a leader, because as you hire these people in, if they're coming from an environment that was political, they're going to bring that political backdrop into your organization. I know in the manufacturing, in the big manufacturing days in the US, that often happened where product managers, brand managers would sort of be fighting against each other because the president was pulled from the best performing brands. And then the CEO was pulled from the presidents and vice presidents, in a sense. And you don't know what that metaphor is until you spend some time talking to them about it by asking them some questions. So in the behavioral descriptive interviewing, I would ask questions to uncover what sorts of metaphor they ascribe to. And I believe a person can change because that's the beauty of metaphor.